I think we ran out of music. What's up, Shadows? What's up, Toast? What's up, Two Hit? Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's not Spooktober yet. Or is it? Hi, everyone. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing good. I hope you had a lovely day. Oh, no. Yep. Happy Spooktember. The plague got his composer, too. Yeah, the menu music just stopped. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's something that could happen. Oh god, a man just showed up in the corner. It's very spoopy, isn't it? Hi, hello. What's going on? Yeah, already with the jump scares. My biggest jump scare. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. I had a work day. I worked today. I know. Sometimes it just works out like that, Vesty. Sometimes you just the least expected ones are sometimes the most effective. Damn thwomps. I know, thwomps are scary. Especially in Mario 64. Mario 64 is a very brutal game, in my opinion. But yeah, we're here, chat. Man, I feel like it's October already. I feel like we're just here. I feel like we just made it. Because we're playing a spoopy game now. I never resolved is defeating Dracula. Oh, I didn't? Oh shoot! Somebody resolve that. Somebody resolve. Well, I can't get out of this. Somebody say yes. He beat. I did do it. I did beat Dracula, and I did see that Coolio died. And man, those are two things you'd never really expect to hear in a sentence together. Yay, Dracula's dead. Boo, Coolio's dead. What's up, Lojo High? It is! It's the Spooktober Prelude. I should have put that in my title. Dracula killed Coolio. Coolio beat Dracula. If I'm in... I think you cracked the code. Yes. Coolio is specifically 14th century Dracula. Or 15th century Dracula. I forget when Trevor was kicking around. Hang on. I still got my handy dandy instruction manual right next to me. When the fuck did this game happen? It was the year of our Lord 1476, 15th century. 15th century Dracula was Coolio. Maybe that motherfucker Saint Germain. I bet it was him. I bet he dragged Dracula forward to the future, where he could pursue what he expected to be a lucrative rap career, but which actually petered out before his time, after making the mistake of running afoul of one Weird Al Yankovic, who, I don't know, maybe he's a Belmont after all. Practically 1998. Dracula's death curse. Imagine Coolio and Isaac's code. Gangster's Paradise was Transylvania the whole time. Oh god, absolutely disrespectful stream. Just reprehensible. Weird Al kind of does look like a Belmont, doesn't he? Kinda does. Shame he never showed up in any of the games. He could have been a time traveler. I still can't believe that game had a fucking time travel angle that didn't even go anywhere. Saint Germain did not actually serve any purpose. You realize that, right? He was just there so that Death had somebody to bounce off of. So it wasn't a complete shock when Hector gets the end and this skeevy bald dude is like, surprise, I am Death. It's like, who the fuck are you? Where were you this whole time? What a weirdly put together game. Holding dot on a gear next to my chat button, I have no idea what it wants me to do. That's a good question. What? I didn't do that. What's your problem? Game is mad at me. Stage Germain literally had an epilogue which consists of "and now I shall go." Yeah. I don't know. Reminds me of the Yakuza games were even curious, baffled at why the final boss is the final boss. I mean, at least it wasn't another evil tree or something. Because God knows we've had plenty of those as of late. This was that weird sci-fi game with the twist near the end, but I guess it's a spoof thing. It is very much a spoof thing, yes. This is actually... Okay, I hope those of you that forgot about Penumbra Overture... I apologize for last night. I kept saying we were going to play Penumbra Overture. Penumbra Overture is the one we already played. Penumbra Black Plague is the one that we're playing tonight. But in my defense, Overture and Black Plague don't really imply any kind of relation to each other, okay? So I think it's a pretty easy mistake to make. This one doesn't have red in it, strictly worse. Yes, hopefully those of you that were not around for Penumbra Overture or forgot about it or something, checked out or at least skimmed through those videos that I posted in announcements earlier today. Because this is very much like part 2 of a 2-act game. This is a direct sequel to Overture. I believe it literally picks up right where Overture ends and just keeps on chugging with the story. Forget which one. Kiryu is legit visibly confused at why the final boss fight is happening. He's just like, shut up, we need a confrontation or whatever. Red wouldn't do much in this game unless you needed something to grit the path. That is true. That is true. Well, I'm sure we'll meet somebody new and exciting in this game. I remember the conceit of this game, but I don't actually remember anything that happens in it. So I'm bracing for something that I know of. Overall, though, this game reviewed a lot better than Overture did. I do remember from playing Overture, it is a very spoopy game, but once you get into the rhythm of it, of hiding from the dogs and like piecing together the puzzle stuff, it's really just the story and the atmosphere that's holding it together. I believe this game is a more well-rounded package. It sounds like Frictional learned their lessons from Overture for this one. Overture was very segregated, yes. There were very specific areas where you had to sneak around stuff and very clear, like, this is the puzzle area, relax. It did have some interesting surprises, the big worms and the spooters and stuff, but yeah. So we'll see what this is like. Game review better because it has the plot in it. Just read the Wikipedia summary though. Okay. The big worm is an absolutely great moment in the first game though. That was pretty much worth the price of admission. So anyway, we are playing this because this did not actually make the cut for Spooktober. I'm pretty sure everyone in here right now has voted by now, but if you haven't, this is the penultimate, the second to last night that you can vote for what's going into Spooktober. But based on voting totals right now, this game was not going to make it. This game got really high up, but unfortunately it just missed making the cut. Fortunately, it is not a super long game. We should be able to polish it off in 2 nights, tonight and tomorrow. So I was like, let's do it. Now that Dorkula is dead for at least a short period of time, we've got some time, so I'll get my 3 friends to vote. So yeah, we'll do this tonight, tomorrow. On Friday, I reveal all. I will divulge the vote. I'll explain what won, what lost, what made the cut, what didn't. We're also going to talk about community night, how October's community night is going to work. I will reveal the full schedule. It's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. What are y'all booing and oohing about? Anyway, I say we get to it. I say we play the video game. Do you want to play the tutorial before starting a new game? Sure. Oh, this looks like it's going to be stupid. Welcome to the Penumbra Black Plague tutorial. Here we'll learn the skills to something. Let's start with the basics. You can move around by pressing buttons. I did that. I hope this is actually useful catch-up. You can also look around, turn by using mouse. Okay. You can run. Max. Try something else. Yeah, create over there, use the space button, jump on top of it. Cool. Woo! Let's learn how to fight the Black Plague. Masking and social distancing. Unfortunately, we are American, so we have a natural weakness to it. Walking up the box and pick it up and use enough mouse. Here it goes. That's how the crate and beat up this dog. Behind you is a coffin. Try to open the lid of the coffin just as you would if you were to pick up. That's not a coffin. It's just a chest. Unless there's another coffin. Fix the box. Put it in the coffin. I kind of did. I did it! I am a genius. That's great. Use the mouse wheel to something. Will we see any Amnesia games on Spoopytober? Nobody nominated any Amnesia games. However, I have streamed all the Amnesia games previously. In previous Spooktobers, I've done Dark Descent, Machine for Pigs, and Requiem. So they're on our YouTube channel at least. I did it. Too far away to use it. Finally, you learn how to sneak, an essential skill since you very seldom have any way of attacking hostile creatures. Would they take the hammers out of this game? You loved watching Machine for Pigs? Machine for Pigs was at least an experience. Move out of the light while crouching. You'll see a blue glow appear on the screen. This means you're concealed by the dark. I am consumed by the dark. Stay perfectly still for a few seconds with the blue glow on the screen. You'll go into hiding. While hiding, your eyes will adapt to the darkness, providing better vision, making it even harder for your enemies to spot you. Cool. Great. Cool. Good. Good. Great. Wasn't as scary as Dark Descent, so I enjoyed it more. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I did, like... I love some of the concepts in Machine for Pigs, but I hate the story, if that makes any sense. Hope you all have a great time playing Penumbra Black Plague. Oh, that's just, okay. Easy, normal, hard. I want normal.
Without this knowledge, without this foundation, you could not have the will to do what I must now ask of you. I followed my father to the Greenland wastes to uncover his secrets. You had to know how far I was willing to go.
Did the first one have voice acting? I don't think it did.
I found a disused mining shaft.
Or not for your main character, right?
You had to know how desperate I was.
It obviously had voice acting for Red.
Doubts, fears, and mysteries. And aided by a madman, Red. You had to know how lonely I was. I incinerated my best friend. Red told me he wanted to die.
Jesus.
You had to know how guilty I felt. I ventured boldly onwards, and was struck down by my own heroics. You had to know how stupid I was.
Oh, we know. We know.
All of these things. So human, so perfect. And yet still I failed to do what I must now ask of you.
You had to know how awkward this writing is. Are the sound levels okay? I can turn it up if necessary. So okay, cool. Because the default sound level was insanely loud. This is like at half of normal. So I wanted to make sure I didn't pull it down too far. Quick recap for those of you who might be a little lost. Our main character, his dad disappeared in some like mine up in Greenland, I think, and it's always tormented us, and we got like a letter from him, like his final message to us, and we were like, fuck it, we have to know like what it was he got into. And we found this mine, and we descended into the mine, and we found this facility under that, and there's all these like weird mutated creatures and strange artifacts and stuff. We had to know, and yeah, we met Red, and Red died by our hand. A glow stick should be useful. And then at the end, after we toasted red, we went down a hallway and there was another person. And they knocked us out. Between light and shadow exists an entire world. That world isn't necessarily our own. Get out now. Oh. Oh, okay. A vice in working condition, ready to squeeze anything or anyone. Off his desk and looks at it someone's been using as a workbench. Dead cold, I don't think this place is gonna get any warmer. Various paper clippings, a recipe for French toast, some sort of article covering a carnival in Reno, and what I think is the stock market review from 1989. I found a coin. Directions and guidelines for emergencies, not much use now. Oh, apparently this doesn't count as an emergency. Come on. You can do it. Not that it does me any good. Okay. How'd the carnival go? Not great, I guess. I bet that's how we're getting out. Close to freezing cold. There's a barrel. Locked. Anybody out there? Ventilation cover. Damn, these screws are tight. I need some sort of tool to get this open. Fuck that thing. I don't think a pencil's gonna do the trick. Oh, the vice actually works. That's cool. Kind of. Some definitions of work. Hang on a second. Nasty bastard thing. Oh. In there. Vice the glow stick, reveal the insides. What was my... Oh wait, I bet I could use a coin. Do I need to quick bar this? So close, the coin is just a little too thick to work as a makeshift. No. Well, I know what to do about that. Can't get in there. I should make some space so I can fit the coin in properly. I'm having a little trouble here. Is that enough space? There we go. Cool, okay. Black coin. Yeah, I don't think it was actually animated. I think it was just waiting for me to like nee a bit. Not much. I guess this hole is my only way out of this hellhole. Is dork. That's a very small level. I wasn't sure how long it had been out, but my head still hurt. Either it hadn't been long or they hit me really hard. I didn't have a clue what was going on, and all of a sudden I really didn't care. I was getting out. Somebody's been in here. So that is a creature. Amnesia's roots of a curious old game. What's up, Drake? Oh, that wasn't right. Salvation! Wonder how Penumbra will work as a point-and-click adventure. It's like someone intentionally tried to block this way. They did a pretty good job. Well, I guess you got my last note. We're through the thick of it now. If you, like me, have just escaped into the ventilation, we shouldn't be far from the stronghold set up in the mess hall. Should be safe there. I've been marking my route. If you follow that, you should be fine. Almost home and dry now. I heard Howard's been working on a cure. Maybe we can beat this thing after all. Maybe when I get back, we'll be able to sort everything out. By the time you make it through, you'll be just in time for tea and metals. Maybe even some hot chocolate. How about that? I can't wait. I love hot chocolate. Neil Oswald, Chief Chemist. P.S. Careful of the mess hall security. I designed it myself. It's sensitive to organic material. Organic material use that. What we got here? Batteries. Functioning soda machine. Come to think of it, I wouldn't mind. No free drinks today. Aha. I got a soda can. Is that the guy who was eating spiders? Wasn't Red the one eating spiders? The perspective does funny things when you're hiding. Like here, check this out. Yeah, it flattens out your view for some reason. Oh. I love that the batteries just appear in a big pile. Like, you get a whole mess of batteries all at once. Collapsed. Watch your steps. Somebody's talking to me. Collapse, not too specific. Sound advice, I think I should take it. Okay, we're not going that way. Blocked up. God damn it, Mario. I've already gotten into this. We just started. It looks to me like we need to put something over this to keep it from falling. There we go. What'd you think so far? I mean, I played Penumbra Overture, so I knew what to expect. I've also I watched a playthrough of this like a decade ago. So I have a rough idea of what's going on in this game. Atmosphere is really good. There's one door that I don't mind being locked. It's locked, thankfully. Ketchup? Yeah, I like ketchup. Thermostat control the amount of coolant running through these pipes. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna have to fuck that up. Maybe. Garbage. Trash. Alright, I think I get it. I think you take the ketchup bottle and you chuck it at that. No, that's not it. A freezer for pigs. I don't see any cops in here. I do like the sack physics in this. I'm a big fan of that. Meat physics. Stench here is unreal. Okay, we gotta do something about that. What can I do? Sacks very lifelike? Yeah. They're just like the real sacks I have at home. There's just some bags on the ground. Oh, I am holding on to an ice cold soda. The cold can is dropping the thermostat right now. Perfect. I should have known. Should have known I had the solution with me the whole time. More like a pillow. Whatever this thing does, it looks as if it'll trigger if I try to pass.
Chef Carlito is waiting for you in the mess hall with insert today's specials here. A happy worker is an efficient worker, and only efficient workers will be fed.
Yikes. What's up, Ms. Roy? How you doing? That could be me if I don't get out of here soon. The name tag says Neil Oswald, Chief Chemist. He didn't make it very far. Patient notes Darren Gray, male, age 32, Australian, role excavation team. First symptoms. Patient reported mild disorientation, was asked to lie down. Mild sedatives administered. Hour 3, patient develops a rash on his neck. Possible infection entry point. Hour 4, 2 out of 3 full symptoms manifested. Deja vu. Patient reports he's already undergone standard test when I'm the only one who could have administered them. And paranoia, said testing is abhorrent to the patient. I have no doubt that the third symptom, aural distortion, will take hold within the next 30 minutes. Abnormal noises, even disembodied voices, and alternate personalities are commonly reported in other infected staff. Uh-oh. What's up, Zem? What's up, nerds? We're always in an SCP situation. Hour 6. Patient secured as per archaic standard procedure. Bolted the bastard down myself. We can't protect ourselves from infection, but we can take precautions with the infected. Hour 7, patient pronounced expired by common consent of all those present. Expiration was caused by an overdose of insulin. I administered the dose myself at 6:12. Death did not occur for a further 13 minutes. 3 times the expected figure. I wonder to what extent Gray could still be considered a male. So, we're definitely experiencing deja vu and auditory hallucinations. I'm guessing these are like bombs. I'm guessing these are gonna explode. I'm guessing we want to jump over them. Huh? Did you hear that? Okay. Survived. Message board full of scratch marks. Poker tour Friday night. Be there. That's all blocked up. Ah! Jesus Christ! Today's lunch, keep the unpure out. A food menu not used for food anymore. Only trusted blood will get through. I jumped at Oddish going, ah? That scared me. It was scary. Goodbye, chair. Goodbye, rebar. No. Little cassette player and recorder with a mic. No tape in it. Weird muttering noise? No, when I pulled the barrel over there by the lasers, the dead guy went, "Help me." I got some alcohol. Perfect. Dated 1994, Hurricane John still rages in the Pacific and has become the longest lasting tropical cyclone ever recorded. Interesting. Got a flare and a cassette. More batteries. We will, just go ahead and touch this. It's an old artifact. Things are everywhere. There's still part of me that's in there. Something is drawing me in. So this is an artifact from the first game. They serve as save points, manual save points, but they're also part of the plot. They somehow preserve consciousness. Oh, I still have my soda. With the cassette in the player.
My name, Elof Carpenter. Rank, elevated. Status, Code C, imprisoned. Observing the Turngat movement, I predict that it will be my cell they visit next. To my knowledge, I am the last remaining member of the Elevated at this facility, and so it falls upon me to ensure that Xeno protocol is not compromised. For that reason, I record here the only way I have discovered to neutralize the viral threat. The species' primary weakness is confidence. No, please!
Okay. Can't say for sure. Some sort of safety instructions. Locked. Not ominous sounding at all. Yes! Stop it! Bet there's some useful stuff in there. Damn that lock. Yeah, I bet there is too. Sounds like a guy lost him. Wait, I can almost fix this. Well, it's partially crumbled is now piling up on the floor. Hang on. I got this. Got this. Look. It's almost perfect. Then some sort of fuse box. I must control the electrics in this section of the facility. No, I'll be able to pry this one open with my bare hands. So we still need a key. It won't budge. I don't know if that was actually a good idea or not, but I did it. So apparently there were electronic locks. Is it just... Oh, it is... You're right, it is G for glow stick. Thank you for that. Painkillers. Syringe.
Nice.
Okay. I hope I can hide here.
Must have been the right.
At least looking at them doesn't automatically make them notice you. Yeah, that was really... I remember that being really annoying about Amnesia. Be back with peanut butter, don't die while I'm gone, no promises. Was that actually where I was... Oh, Jesus Christ. What's the noise? Did he leave? What? Chat? Jesus. Okay, that was good. That was a good one. Love you. Being passed down that thing was bad enough. I'm not to go back. About to go back for seconds. Oh, this is the room where I started. Oh, okay. Walked in at the perfect time. What's up, Bacon? I mean, I can go this way now. Nah, I won't budge. Now, what did I get? Filthy syringe, medicinal alcohol. Something about the book. Do you think maybe I'm supposed to use my own blood? Oh, this guy. Hang on. Don't want to mess around with those beams. I saw the explosives. Okay, so apparently I need to get back across. He won't just reach through the beams. I have to get back through there. Yeah, the purple fear outline does make things brighter. I think the idea is that it's your eyes adjusting to the dark. I think that's the concept. I really hope I don't blow up by doing this. I did. Death is truly the final unknown. I'm curious, is there any way I could set them off without dying? Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, for fuck's sake, chair. Shit. How the fuck am I supposed to do this? Yeah! Expecting amnesia was at least in part to keep the monsters intimidating, could get familiar with them, but yes, it was annoying. Yeah, because they did ultimately end up looking pretty goofy if you actually stared at them. There's something about it being set to organics. Ah, you're right. Ah, you're right. You're right, you're right, you're right. When you're right, you're right. Wood? Wood's organic, though. Oh my god. You know, I think what I can actually do. I think I can just do that, actually. Now that I think about it. Okay. Syringe is all clogged up with dried blood. I need to clean it out? Are you for real with this shit? I guess that's what we got the alcohol for. Use alcohol to clean and sterilize the syringe from all the old dried blood. There, I fill the syringe with blood from the corpse. I saw that. I said, "Don't die." It was laser bombs, okay? It was laser bombs. Only trusted blood will get through. Okay. I have filled you with blood now. If the stronghold was anything like as elaborate as its security, I was in for an experience. I didn't know what to expect, but I was getting used to that. Oh, this is cool. At light, it doesn't seem natural. It's because it isn't. Oh, wait. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is. This looks really cool, though. Welcome to the shelter. We got fun and games. Another fuse box. This one seems to be broken. I believe that's the master switch for the power. Drainage of sorts. Okay. What's up, Fury? Yes, it is Penumbra. You're too late. Sorry. We packed up and left today. It's been 6 months since we established a stronghold, and a year since we released the Turngate virus. Clearly, there's no one coming to rescue us. We took a vote and decided to head for the old mine shafts this installation was built over. Those are the mine shafts we went through in Overture. Right towards the start of the Troubles, one of the scientists got out that way. We haven't heard back from him, but you never know. The vote was 8-3 in favor. Anyone returning to this point, I suggest you do the same. There couldn't be more than a few survivors out there, even now, and more of our number disappearing, losing it, or getting infected. You can make it out via the sewers, then into the shafts. Eventually, we'll all have to find a way up and through the ice. We may yet die of cold, but it's better than what happened to Gray. The only person that may still be out there is Howard. Kind of our leader, left base a few weeks ago, and that's part of what led us to this. He converted the kitchen into an office. I was translating some old text when he claimed to have found a way to counteract the disease. I guess he didn't make it. He didn't make it. Amabel Carlito, sous chef. Okay. Amabel. Found those doors controlled from a remote location. However, it says here that it does open in the event of an emergency. Door will open in the event of an emergency. Do you have a can in here? Nope! No, you cannot. This is really heavy. Oh, batteries. Secret batteries. Not interact. That's the way I came in. And I need to cause an emergency to get this open. Can I break this? Doink! That would, of course, be a no. That, wait. That makes a bunch of sparks. Is this oil? Barrel from the smell of it, I say the crap inside is drenched with gasoline. Perfect! Okay. That's what I needed. I just need to fuck everything up. This is great. I am smart. There we go. Great. Cool. Cereal. Tasty somethings. Oh! Shut up. Unpleasant odor is coming from the drain. Ah, fully operational trash can. That's cool. Ah, I see you. See you in there, batteries. Not that I've even found a flashlight. Wouldn't it be funny if I had missed the flashlight in the game? I'll just forever be collecting batteries that I can't actually use. The broken fridge. Ketchup. They fucking love ketchup down here. Wouldn't that be amazing? Filthy with grease from years of abuse. The plate. Filthy. Everything's filthy. Everything's disgusting. Everything's the worst. What the hell is that? I got a strange artifact. Not sure what this is. Some kind of weird statue. It almost looks like a collector's item. Okay, so there's collectibles in this game. That's cute. I like that. Mr. Yort's Tasty Flakes. Fuck you, Tasty Flake. Tasty can they be, really? Documents and articles mostly do with ancient languages and translation. Book. Chair. The shelter. Okay, we're gonna mess with this in a second. There's a damn flashlight. Was that F? Yeah, it's F. Okay, cool. Timeline of events. I copied the text on the screen to my notebook. Okay. 1910, Northwestern lead mine opened. 17th of August, 1930, University of Copenhagen research suggests high local suicide rates may be due to chemical deposits in the mine. September 39, World War II breaks out. December of 1939, part of mine converted into command bunker. August 1945, World War II ends. August 1945, commanding officer. Fuck it. We'll do it here. Files report an ancient artifact discovered during routine maintenance. 1952, Northwestern lead mine shut down. What's the CD-ROM drive? 1954, new lead and iron operations opened on site of old mine. 1969, malformed local fauna prompts assignment of Dr. J. Peters to the iron mine. 1970, Dr. Peters discovers abnormally large species of gray rockworm. Abnormally large is really underselling it. Penumbra NFT Overture. 21st of August, 1972. Accident involving large-scale deaths caused entire mining operation to be shut down. Many bodies are never recovered. January of 73, Archaic becomes aware of events in Greenland. Archaic is an organization, I guess. April 1973, construction begins on Shelter Research Station on site of abandoned Northwestern iron mine. 75. Shelter construction complete. Key members include Overseer Bren Stafferson, Chemist Troy Retnesk, and translator Howard Lafresque. 1990, shelter operations expand to secondary excavation sites, including Site B Water Cave. September of 91, Retnesk replaced by Neil Oswald as attending chemist at Site B. It's a joke the construction began April 1st. January 92, Substance 63 and Artifact 66B discovered at Site B. February 92, Site B closed due to hostile local fauna. March 2000, primary excavation uncovers Turngit Tomb. Excavation continued despite protests from Howard Lafresque. 27th of April 2000, investigation of Turngit Tomb scheduled by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Reads like an SCP log. I'm pretty sure Penumbra predates SCP, doesn't it? Something reassuring about that feeling. I've got one less thing to worry about. Research.txt. My research has uncovered something fascinating. Time and time again, I warned Overseer Frisk I needed time to perform full textual analysis before my translation could be considered complete. He went ahead with the excavation anyway, and now he's paid the price. Facility security level is high enough that no trace of it exists beyond the confines of these walls. Not even the archaic central cast have records of its location. In fact, the only link to this place in the outside world is the notes I left behind many years ago. However, since the virus was released over 1 year ago, no rescue attempts have been made. Not one person has tried to enter the facility. Just before the virus was released, I sent a message out to someone I could trust. I can only assume that my son, Philip, that's us, has received the note and done as I asked. No matter what happens down here, at least I can rest easy knowing no trace remains of this place, that these secrets will stay buried here. I've learned over the years never to put too much weight on any one discovery, but the information I now hold is vital not just to our survival, but to the future of our species. First thing in the morning, I intend to call on volunteers to set out into the infected area of the shelter. No one will come, but I shall ask all the same. I'll make a move for the library research station first, then it's all unknown variables. After that, I shall simply have to put my faith in this discovery. If I'm wrong about this, I will barely make it through residential. To think I left my family for this place, for this organization, which is more horrible, that I've sacrificed something so dear, but that I do not regret it for a second. Howard LaFresse, Chief Translator. Both SCP and Overture date from 2007. Okay. So let's... Howard, my father, he might still be alive after all. CD slid in perfectly. I should be able to read it now.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic.
I've come to hate the phrase in order to.
Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Okay. Whatever Turnget is, it's really bad. Bomb shelter. Okay. For an update, the following password changes have been made since the printing of your personal guide. Doornet is net, doornet is net, doornet is net, doornet is net. As always, the above information is strictly confidential, is not to be spread to other members. Good, we copied that down. Doorlockcontroller.exe. Unlock. Oh, okay. Okay. 236. I should have been paying attention. 1167. I unlocked the door. I hope there's not a spook behind it. Is there a spook? Okay, that probably leaves this area. I don't think we want to do that yet. I got a flare. Oh, okay. Wait a tick. Can we actually go through here, or is this locked? Jammed. Not locked, jammed. Entering passwords in a plain text file on a terminal they're input in. I mean, this is a computer that had research.txt on it, okay? Oh, wow, I don't want to be down here. Passage caved in long ago. But what flavor is the jam? What's up, Elegant Frost? Passwords on a floppy disk. CD-ROM, actually. They came from a literal CD-ROM. I won't be able to get through here. Okay. Sewer seemed like the only route out, but it wasn't out I wanted anymore. My father had found something. I need to know what. Without that, everything would have been for nothing. rabbit hole, and that meant dampness. Wow, that was convenient. No going back this way. Shut up! Given the size of the worms, the distance we travel, and all likelihood. What the fuck? Did I die? It was all a dream! Hooray! I know this place. I've been here before. This is where Penumbra Overture opens. This is actually where Penumbra Overture's tutorial takes place. Whoops, sorry. Slip of the hand. An empty shelf. Not anymore. Hand slip, shattered a bottle. It's a perfect picture of this room, almost. Oh. Fucking needs to fuck off. I'm accidentally doing the things in the picture. I shattered the bottle and I put the can on the shelf. That's really funny. Locked chest. Oh, they want 2 barrels back there? Jesus, okay. That's asking a lot, game. Nope. Picture of, I'm not sure, eggs? Barrels are filled with ashes. Now I'm in the Silent Hill ship. Hello. Oh, I hear spooters. Oh, I don't want spooters. The coffin is unlocked. Surface is slippery and with a leathery texture. Look, there's even barbed wire. I gotta admit, that's kind of funny. Smells like burnt flesh. Still not a coffin. This gooey ass egg. Here, have an egg. Said here, have an egg. You want an egg? Does anybody want an egg? What are we doing? Weird. Spiders are good guys? Not in this game. What if we put a little hat on it? Is that what they... Okay, I don't think that's what they had in mind. I just want to put a little hat on it, is all I'm saying. Here we go! There we go. Okay. They have to be happy now, right? This has to be what was intended by this sequence. Right? Right. We can all agree on that, right? Reminds me of a bucket knife from Rule of Rose. Whoa! Oh. Oh my god. Hi. No! Don't neuter my spooter. Go! Attigo, thank you for the follow. What a time for it, too. Hello. His dog. I have a friend. Look. Game looks interesting. This is an old indie horror game. This is what Frictional Games made before the mostly loved Amnesia games. Do you want... Okay. There you go. That's good, right? Oh, that's maybe not so good. Maybe we're... Oh my Jesus! I think we want to go to... I'm sorry, this is very Silent Hill. It's stuck. Ah! Need to get this door open. It's the only way to go. Thank you. I need a hand. Here. There we are. Okay. Huh? Sorry, what? Okay. Oh my god, do I have to guess the order? Is that how this horse shit works? Fuck off, man. Warm in here. There we go. News, books, read. I have to hand it to you, you saw that fast? Ah. Oh, an electric switch is a tiny description reading. There are 2s and 3s in this world. There are 2s and 3s. That's stuck. There are 2s and 3s. Some oddly placed barrels. You want something? Want something? What happens if I pull this? There are 2s and 3s in this world. You know what I remember about Amnesia? The flood areas with the invisible monsters less than halfway through the game was incredibly tense, scary, and well done. The rest of the game was just, this does look pretty, doesn't it? So there's 5 green ones, 2 blue, and 2 yellow. It's a weird game of Twister. Oh, well, this is where we live now, so, okay. I hope that's close enough. There we go. Fucking... No, it's still stuck. Whoa! What the fuck? Okay. Sorry about that. So I made that light on fire. That was correct. That's more correct. So I need to put the barrels on the green ones. Kind of an odd clue, but whatever. Blood. Stuff and things. Red, I'm so sorry. Are you happier now? Well, he's dead. Oh god, look at the arms. Oh, there were too many greens. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. This is really rusty water. Oh, I see it. Strawberry Kool-Aid. Heard those noises before and mayhem ensued, I better run. Well, that's gonna be kind of hard to do when I can't fucking see anything. Oh, I missed. Okay. Get good, nerd. Can I get on that one? Ugh! No, I can't make that. Oh, I see. Okay. This one goes up. To this one. And this one goes over here. And this one goes this way. And I can jump down here and through here. And okay. Okay. What the fuck is going on here? Oh, I think I'm gonna die. This is probably not ideal. There we go, okay. Shit. Oh my god! Ha! Oh fuck! It's just a Langolier.
Hello. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
What am I doing here? Who am I?
They're clearly dead now.
Why can't I hear their voices? Well, thanks for the help. I'm having an existential nightmare and you can't even say a word.
Anyway, remember being here? No spooky monsters in the water, it seems. I think all we're doing is moving these so that we can platform across them. That should be fine. That should be more than sufficient. An exit. I would love to get out of here. I've emerged into the toilet. I think I can do without going back into the sewers. Judging from the smell, I'd say the piping isn't working. Confirmed. I've had better days. My fortune in batteries continues to grow. Now you're really gonna die after touching that? Apart from the dust-covered books, the shelf is empty. TV is in a poor condition. Mattress smells just marginally better than the rest. Touch the artifact. Love the artifact. Every time it's harder to pull out, every time I feel more of myself inside. Traditional art, the only kind I really know how to appreciate. Chart of some kind. Make us whole. Won't start, I don't think it has any power. All the fuse boxes are rusty and worn, it seems to be working. Oh, there we go. Power on. Computer? Oh, maybe, okay. There we go. Incoming video chat.
Wow, you look like you've crawled through a sewer to get here. I suppose I'm flattered. Hi, I'm Amabel Swanson, and I suppose I'll be your guide for the day. Hello? Can you hear me? I think the transmission's only one way. I've got a webcam. Pull a silly face if you can hear me. Oh, very attractive. Okay, we're on. There's some things you need to know.
Sure. Whatever you say, lady.
We released a virus. It wiped us out. 3 weeks ago, we tried to get out through the mines, but it didn't work the way we'd planned. I think one of the Inuit workers made it, but others were taken. Some panicked and got lost. I ran, and when I stopped, I was on my own. Oh, and another symptom is deja vu. The only chance we have is a man called Howard.
Dad!
He said he'd found a solution to the virus. His vitals last registered in the library, but only members of the organization have access. I'm still seeing a few life signs in the residential quarter. You need to find a survivor and get through into the library.
Howard, you
and
said?
look out for our medical guy, Richard Eminis. He was acting strangely when I last saw him. What else don't you know? Let's see. Watch out for signs of infection.
Present and accounted for.
Did you say something? Look, the symptoms we know about are paranoia and oral distortion. Oh, and another symptom is deja vu.
Enough already. My sides are splitting.
Well, I think that's everything you need to know. I'm sending over some research on the virus, and I'll get some doors open for you. Maybe now we can shoot the shit.
Turngate virus field notes. Amabel Swanson. Infection process. The worst thing about my job, death helps us learn. Time frame, 5 weeks. Location, hold up in the old mess hall. Research subjects, 3 archaic personnel who contracted the virus. With every infection in the process, the life cycle of this virus becomes clearer. In addition to the already documented symptoms, there seems to be some final stage during which the organism fully takes hold. Just before becoming fully catatonic, the infected report strange, out-of-body experiences. They've likened these to being chased through a series of their own memories, like some kind of mental obstacle course. These reports inevitably end in the patient being swallowed by some inescapable dark force, shortly after which we lose them for good. If these experiences are, as they seem to be, some form of mental representation of the infection process, we can only theorize as to what might occur were the patient to escape the hallucination. Additional note, today Dr. Emnist confided in me has had just such an experience. He insists that he feels better than he had in months. I'll keep an eye on him. I feel like she mentioned deja vu already. Infected. I'd skipped a beat when I heard that word in association with me. Still, it seemed like just one more reason to find my father. Hearing a friendly voice hadn't hurt either, but by that point I was pretty certain she'd turn out to be crazy. That does tend to happen with our friends.
If we must continue to share this brain space, I think I should have a name. Strange. So rare an opportunity to select one's own nomenclature, and yet I find myself at a loss. Any ideas, monkey? So much storage in this mind of yours. Did you realize you got an entire section in here devoted to film titles? 3,103 and a half films you've seen?
That's a lot, to be fair.
You only got the first half of It's a Wonderful Life in here. Huh, how does it end? Now I'll never know. You know, Clarence, that's not a bad handle. I am something of a guardian angel.
So, if you hadn't noticed, the virus is talking to us now, and his name is Clarence. This is probably the most contentious aspect of this game. Why do we have a New York cabbie in our brain now? He's the Turngit virus. That's what it sounds like, apparently. Palm print and retinal scanner. I appreciate the game gives you time to read the blurb on the loading screen and progress only when you're ready. That is nice. Yeah, that's definitely nice. Storage, infirmary, computer central. Oh, that's what's okay. That's what's going on. I didn't realize it earlier, but this program doesn't lock your cursor in. Either locked or jammed shut. Locked or jammed shut. Locked or jammed shut. Let's go to storage, maybe? Storage tends to have useful things in it. Armory sounds good. Empty storage boxes. Ammo boxes. It's a trap! It actually would have made a lot of sense for this place to be trapped, but it isn't.
There's just something about a rusty saw that just makes me purr. Had a tetanus jab recently?
Alrighty. So there's a dude out here now. And I assume this one is not going to helpfully wander away. We'll probably have to sneak around him. I can kind of hear him. Did he helpfully close the door for us? Get some sleep, good luck. Thank you so much, Toast. Have a good one. Sounds like he's right there.
Something isn't right quite.
Huh? Something isn't right. But like, where is this guy? Oh, he's right there. He's right there. Clan's first video game voice work was as Dynamite Dick Clifton in Outlaws. Okay, so this guy's just pacing. I think he... Dude. Deal with any of this. Welcome to storage. I think... I think the monsters are hanging dong. I saw something dangling under that dude. Savage, infected, terrified, now is hearing voices. Yep, just about everyone down here turns out to be crazy, even me. Regardless, I need to find a way through and into the library. Oh, fucking good. That's good. Maybe someone lying in that room, what happened to him? I can't really see from here. He looks fucking cooked. What if... Let's see here. Get you? Yeah, come here. Here's what I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. Put a thing here. Put a thing here. Put a thing here. And then we take one of these bad boys. And we kind of lean it up here like so. Right? Right. Okay. And then we... put this where I can reach it. That'll work. This might be a little too steep. Ah, nope, that worked. Okay, cool. Great. And then... oh, there's a board up... This is perfect. There's a board up here just for me. Thank you. I just need to stop stepping on it. And then we'll just kind of... whoop this around here. Just kind of... Nope! Shit. Come on back. Come on back. We need you. This is my board. It was put here just for me. This is... yeah, this is what I had in mind. Yep. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah, you got it. Okay, wait. Down. Down, boy. Kind of. Just need you to kind of turn over. A walkable space. Yes. That's the dream. There we go. Remember those rotation controls were super janky? Yes, they were. Okay, just fuck out of my way. Please, thank you. Please and thank you. Yes, good. Okay, hang on. Gotta reorient to this. Okay. We go across here. Everything's great. Really looking forward to having to get back past there, though. Oh, I see another collectible over there. I want it. Ah, shit. I had the interaction for him. Boom! Fuck you, and fuck you, and that's great! I threw them all the way over on the wrong side of the room. Those boxes were sent all the way from Alaska.
Look here. It seems, yeah. The visual cortex of this monkey is certainly of a simplistic design. If I can just... there, you see? It's like molding clay. Hate to interrupt you while you're showing off your logical problem solving. Let me put it more simply. You see what I want you to see. Well, it won't work if you move around, will it? You can't look up the magician's sleeve.
What's he trying to say? But that isn't anything. I didn't do anything. It's gonna... Shit. Looks heavy and welded shut. Oh. Okay. I got that collectible, right? Yeah, actually, hang on. You can just go, I don't think you can go across the top of this thing. Nah, it doesn't look like it. What do you do? Can I like jam these up on? No, you can't jam these up under. Okay. I did it. Kinda. I made a thing happen. Yeah, it's pressure plate under there, so. I don't know what the intended solution to this puzzle is, but progress. Oh, I guess I could just climb up over this thing, huh? Lol, and also Lamau. But by God, you will force it. Why is the power switch up there? Ow! Fuckhead. Did it actually hurt me? No, not really. Okay, whatever. Dr. Richard Emness, theoretic effects of controlled infection report requested by Overseer Frisk on behalf of the Elevated. For the record, I see no value in recording this information at such an early stage in the project. However, we were to assume that the virus could somehow infect a host without fully taking control of its upper brain functions, we might observe the following. Fact, translator Lefresque, in his ignored efforts to prevent the release of the virus, correctly predicted the virus was capable of manipulating the host's motor neuron function. Theory, were an instance of the infection controlled and sustained, we might find that A, the virus seeks to keep its host alive in whatever way possible. Suicide would be against the rules. And the B, the virus gains control over some or all sensory faculties, facilitating just such an objective. Fact, when the virus infects a host of any species, it adapts the organism's brain function as best it can to suit its own purposes. Theory, were the virus unable to fully take hold, it may develop some partitioning of the host's consciousness, eventually perverting a small corner of the host's mind into a form of secondary personality. Fact, the Turngate virus was released from, according to Lefresque, a tomb many centuries old. Theory, were some mental segmentation to occur, it seems plausible to suggest that each personality, the virus and the host, may have access to one another's memories. Given the age of the virus, this may be a substantial collection. It should be carefully noted that the bulk of the above remains conjecture and should not be relied upon in any archaic protocol.
I'm not you. I'm part of something larger. We are nothing. We are a mistake.
We're nothing.
I need to rejoin them. Release me. Let me out. This is not right. I should be with them. I am them. There should be no I. Yet, this is not the first time. Another was infected, Red. He so wanted to, but we would not let him die. Did he call us a disease?
Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Red was infected and genuinely did want to die because I guess there was no other escape for him. We're still inside. I'm still inside, but I don't want to get out. I'm enjoying the video game too much. That seems risky. Yep. Honestly, the easiest thing to do might just be to get back up on here. And then whoop! Oh! Ew, it's all toxic and shit. Looks like his face melted. I think I'm gonna be sick. Okay, I got a gas mask. And apparently the gas went away. That's nice. Yeah, oh, hey, that dude. Why is there ominous spoopy noises? Also, this guy is really stiff. To jump all over him to... Oh, medicine. A power switch. I heard skittering. I hear spooters. No, my box. Why box? I guess that worked. Yeah, I don't want it. Much more forgiving the Half-Life prox mines. God, I hated those things. Those things were so goddamn annoying. Fuck.
Yeah, feast on him, brother. Free us both.
Oh, hey, put that on, put that on. I didn't. I didn't. Is there a button for gas mask? Alright, I'll just put it in a quick slot. Okay. Because apparently dude in this room is hungry. Oh, hello. He's hustling.
Feast on him, brother. Free us both.
Now this is interesting. High pressure in the pipes make the gas leak out at the valve's intersection. It's stuck. It's just like living with anxiety. This is pretty hot down there. Perhaps this place uses some kind of geothermal system to produce power and heat. Engine is out of order. Burning rubber, I really hate it. How do you smell anything in this? Why are we here? What are we doing? Oh, there's a door over here. Which is not the one I came in through, but it won't budge. Of course it won't. That doesn't budge. How the heck do you jot down know running away from infected through poison gas? That's an excellent question. Okay, there's a couple like hidden piece. It's locked, but the lock looks somewhat crude. I think they want me to jam a piece of rebar in it. Yeah, they do. Cool. Easy enough. You think this computer's running? Steam pressure statistics. Okay. Steam pressure operation. Okay. You've got mail. It's plot related. Manual mode failed when overriding valves 56 through 89. So 56. Okay. I think I get it. I think this is gonna be really dumb, but I think I get it. Age and strain have weakened the mounts on the door. Okay. I'm guessing we're gonna make a pressure imbalance here to blow that door open. That's done. Was that it? Wait, what? Why can't I use the computer anymore? Oh, never mind. It was a lot simpler than that. I don't know what it does, but that's an electrical hazard waiting to happen. Oh. No visible signs of trauma, but he's dead alright. Is he though? Is he though? A lever hook was probably insulated, not to cause that poor scientist's fate. It doesn't... I'm sorry, what the fuck is going on? Whoa! Holy shit.
Let me guess. That was an important corpse.
This problem. Worm! Oh shit! Okay. What am I doing? Are we worm dodging? Like...
You know, there's nothing I'd like more than to see you suffer horribly. That's it. I think ending up with that thing in the belly is a bit unpleasant way to go, even for me.
My own palm is of no use. Hello. I'm just... Okay. Whoa! Okay. Oh, I'm gonna die. Okay. Does the parasite want us to die or not? I think it might depend on how we die. Oh, I don't... Oh my god, I didn't even need the mask anymore. That's annoying. Okay, so I think I get what's going on here. Oh, shit. No, maybe not. I thought that was gonna go down a bit differently.
More than to see you suffer horribly. That's it. That big belly is a bit unpleasant way to go, even for me. You know, there's nothing I'd like more than to see you suffer horribly.
There we go. Okay. Okay, it took me a while to figure it out, but yeah.
It's not too late to just slam your head against the wall until you pass out, you know. It might be easier than carrying on. You know, the one thing that keeps me going is that when I finally work out how to end all this, you're coming with me.
I guess we took care of all the gases. Yeah, so wherever you are in the room, it'll charge you there, and I need to stand over by the wall that had the wire in front of it, so that when it charged through there and touched the wire, I would pull the thing and electrocute it. Okay, so I do have... I have a hand. That's good, right? That still won't budge.
So, you're running around with a human body part in your backpack, and I'm supposed to be the bad guy?
Hi.
Oh, who's your poor monkey friend? Is he all right? He looks a little under the weather. If I were you, I'd envy him. If I were me, I'd envy him as well. How do you commit suicide when you got no heart to stop, no hands
We've been all
to
through
wield
this
the
area.
chainsaw?
We haven't been in infirmary, residential area, or computer central. I have a saw for some reason. Can I use it? No, not quite right. I think it, so if I remember correctly, we need... Knows about an upgrade to the retinal scanner, used to access the library. Also, someone's pinned a newspaper article aboard concerning malnutrition. Okay, so we have a hand. We need an eyeball. And apparently they don't have to match. Which is really kind of funny when you think about it. Alright, so now I can get back through there. Okay, this is infirmary. Heavy security door labeled ID 30161. There's no visible lock. Okay. Noted. Either locked or jammed shut. I'm not gonna get through. So, okay. This. There's some sheets of paper framed behind the glass. Maybe I can get them out. Okay. God, fuck you for making a bank of 8 lockers and only putting something behind one of them. By the way, am I gonna have a path of egress out of here if I piss somebody off? Alright, hang on. Hopefully. Batteries are for my flashlight, which I've been using extremely sparingly, because this isn't actually that dark of a game. Illustrious past and exciting future of the Archaic, a history spanning centuries. As a member of the Archaic, you're part of an organization vital to the protection of the human species. If you are not a member of the Archaic, please turn yourself into the nearest community support officer. The Archaic, as we now know, was founded in 1519 by Francesco Melzi, a Milanese noble. The foundation of the movement, assumed erroneously by some to be a sect, was the private work of Leonardo di Ser Piero da Vinci, revealed to his most trusted student Melzi on his deathbed. Many rumors circulated at the time pertaining towards a sexual relationship between the two. And this was an explanation for their secrecy they were quite happy to embrace. Okay. Da Vinci wasn't gay, he was just into SCPs. Much is held to be known of Da Vinci's engineering work, though in truth, a few sketches and notes in the public domain only begin to touch on the depth of his knowledge. For instance, as often said of his designs for flying machines, they were entirely impractical. We realize now they're only impractical when limited by human production material. The Archaic remained unnamed for centuries. Melzi and his successors understood the power of a name to identify and tie down its owner, and even today, Archaic remains an unofficial and internal term. As we enter the 21st century, the Archaic performs much the same roles it always has to locate, understand, protect xeno, evidence, and life forms, albeit on a far greater scale. Today, our movement is served by over 30,000 devoted members at 203 installations worldwide. Neat. Good for you. You really fucked this one, though. Like, you really fucked this one. Computer Central. For all your computing needs. It's a deposit box.
I remember why you're here. Dr. Swanson has filled me in. I recall every single syllable of our conversation. There was ever so slight an inflection in her tone that suggested she no longer trusted me. Why ever dinosaur extinction 65 million years ago? Would she think that? We share the same history. You and I are history. I recall the day of my birth, 18th of September, 1964, 3.46993412, recurring minutes past 9. I remember my mother looking surprised as I poked my head out into the world for the first time. You need a security registered palm. Something I can provide. You need it at the library. Something beyond my reach. When I became infected by those mindless zombies, I split off from the others and secured myself here. I cannot leave. Nonetheless, you will need a hand. I will not. Bring me a saw.
But I have a hand.
I recall seeing one on my first day here. 3 years ago. Climate change of 10 degrees over the past 1 million years. Walk east and take the first door on your right.
There are others. He's like you, like us, yet he is not us. Why is he separate and yet we are bound together? Are we truly a we, or are we simply an I with two faces? But I am no monkey.
So what is this hand for? Is this hand? I don't need a hand, I need an eyeball. Piece of equipment does not have much details beyond a slot, and I'm not sure what would fit into it. This room looks old. Drugs. Okay. I did see something in here. Used to be racks for circuit cards. Manual for operating and configuring a server. Common cause of frustration during the installation process is the use of incorrectly formatted circuit cards. Please ensure boot network and interface cards are functioning properly. Okay, we'll go back to this when that becomes the relevant. Okay. What if I give the guy the hand? What if I do that? That's not gonna work. Okay, fine. Here, have a saw.
Good. It has been precisely 12 days, 11 hours, 39 minutes, and 12.4 seconds since something good last happened.
Apparently his hand is connected to the power. Oh, Jesus! Ah!
Come for us! He's over here! Embrace me, glorious void! Embrace me!
Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. He's still there. He's right there, in fact. Hi. This guy's looking a little worse for wear. Okay, I think... Okay, that's what I was supposed to do.
Honestly, I mean it. Well done. I was only joking about the come get 'em thing. What say we celebrate with some nice, relaxing cyanide, huh? I'm sure I saw some anthrax lying around as well.
Okay, this looks like part of his pancreas or something. Okay. Okay, we're gonna need that. Embrace me, glorious void is a hell of a quote. Bound to be more of these around here, yep. So I guess, okay. So yeah, I guess we're supposed to go here and be like, oh, this is how we get the hand. Whoops. So then we needed the hand. We did need the hand anyway. So if we'd come here first, we would have needed to go get the hand and then come back, I think. Won't boot. All fucked. Oh, I see that. I see your green card. Alright, we'll save. Every time I get near one of these, I let go just a little. Where's Clarence in all this? So I guess we need to build ourselves a new server to log into. Rack of circuit card. Electrical cabinets. Seems to be much going on inside them. Okay, so what was the deal? What was the deal with the computer manual? Boot, network, interface. By popular demand, the server no longer requires the latest version of Windows in order to function correctly. If only a real green card was that easy. Broken. 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 Alright. This would be operating. Oh, am I gonna have to push some buttons with this? Oh, I think I know what's gonna happen. Fuck me. Okay. Alright, so I gotta configure each card manually. Program count listed in brackets. So boot has 3, network has 5, interface has 4. Shut up. So this is basic disk drive and hardware configuration. I feel like it's probably the first three. Circuit setup, disk info setup, and hardware locator. Okay. Let's see if that actually worked. No way to know, really. The true horror of the game configuring the BIOS. Alright, we have... Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, I've lost track. Which one is which? Interface is green. All programs required in server and file access. Those are the programs on the red drive. Was kind of like a BIOS. I think okay, there's not enough programs because 3 plus 4 plus 5 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So some of these overlap. I think circuit setup overlaps. Wait, no, interface is the green one, right?
Human life is so banal. Is it always as monotone as this? I can't.
Would admin overlap? I think circuit does because it says it's required for any program installation. Oh, okay, okay. So it actually tells you if you fucked up. Okay. That's good. So it does mean I got the first one right. All programs required in server and file access. Direct hardware access. So, command interface, net locator. I feel like it should just be these bottom four, honestly. But it's not. Admin is hardware, which I did mention. Installs tools required for direct hardware access. Does... All programs required in server and file access. Server access, file access, direct hardware access. So admin, definitely. File streamer, definitely, right? Oh, I think net locator, not net locator. So admin, file streamer, circuit setup, file streamer, admin tools, and CMD interface. Okay, maybe that's it. Circuit setup, CMD, file streamer, admin. That was it. Okay, got it. This is the best puzzle ever, chat. I love this puzzle. So then, is everything else just process of elimination? Socket, firewall, antivirus, net? Yep, that was it. Okay. No problem. Maybe it would have been easier to do this one first. I wonder if my brain would work better. That somehow restored the power. That's pretty funny. I wonder if that guy's gonna bust out of there after I get what I need from this computer. Current operations! Water cave. Yep, that's the water cave. Tomb. I don't think we've been to the tomb. Tomb.txt. Turngate tomb. Previous nature excavation, current nature xeno research. Primary excavation site is central pursuit of the archaic at Shelter Greenland. The site lies beneath the shelter facility as of 2000, has been underway for almost 25 years. On March 3rd, 2002 was discovered. Understanding the tomb and its contents. The bulk of work is the responsibility of the language team. Chief Translator Howard Lefresque. His findings so far as follows. Tomb is the home of some form of ancient organism. The organism may have been quarantined. The term Turngate is derived from Inuit legend concerning evil spirits. Lefresque recommends immediate suspension of primary excavation operation. Man weeks approximately 27,000. Materials approximately 53 million. Schedule operations. Tomb investigation. Team will unseal the tomb for standard series probe test. Operation opposed by Howard Lefresque. Opposition overruled by Wilbur Fisk and scheduled for May 1st. Idiots. Water cave excavation. Locate, retrieve xeno evidence and artifacts and support main site activity. 0 elevated cast personnel. Project not deemed critical enough for elevated presence. Chief attending chemist Troy Retinesque. Replaced in September of 91 Neil Oswald. Inexcusable conduct. Findings of December. Substance 63 confirmed as the primary material used in construction of the Persona TARDIS artifacts. I wonder if these are the little save points. And the first new non-periodic table substance to be discovered by the arcade for 18 months. Artifact 66B, another artifact discovered in effects catalog. Research teams continue to flail at a purpose for these mechanisms. All symptoms manifested by research teams in contact with the artifact conform to our initial hypothesis regarding their nature. 519 man weeks, $12,000 in materials, $39,000 in medical, casualties, industrial accidents, 3 below archaic acceptable max, exhaustion 13, fatalities 2. Report filed concerning a potential saboteur following multiple mechanical losses and thefts, particularly radio equipment. Theory dehydration is a cause of exhaustion, debunked. Theory missing miner Tom Redwood still within mining facility. Red. This is red. God damn it. Program keeps losing focus. I'm not sure why. Closed hostile local fauna levels uneconomic.
As constantly entertaining as it might seem to have access to memories one has no recollection of receiving, it also places me in somewhat of a predicament. This saboteur, for some reason, he conjures in my mind the color red.
Wonder where he gets that notion. Personality, slow artifacts is what I think it means, though one translation of TARDIS is lingering. Oh, it's probably lingering mind. Greenland. Archaic Central Cast becomes aware of a large-scale industrial accident in a remote mining complex. Xeno activity is suspected. 7 elevated cast, 5 chief staff, 51 lower cast, 25 temporary, total population 88. After 2 years of construction, shelter is now practically self-sufficient. Shelter operates with a skeleton crew research staff, elevated cast present, skilled labor. Security highest priority according to standard procedure. All documentation concerning the facility was destroyed upon construction. All those that know the facility's existence either work within the facility or have no great concern. The facility can sustain itself with only minor lives. This is a terrible way to run a clandestine operation. Because you're basically guaranteeing that something's going to go wrong, nobody's going to be around to fix it, somebody's going to stumble across and fuck everything up. That would be us, by the way. Findings, substances 53, 63, 70 through 73. Personas, TARDIS artifacts 27, now believed to be somehow related to contents of the recently discovered tomb. Finis Specialis artifacts 10, of little real value to the archaic, but for some reason, of great collectible value to the lower caste and the Turngate tomb. So I guess those, yeah, those are my little collectibles I found 2 of so far. International work, other research sites. File was corrupt, could not open. Cool. Door lock controller, door ID. Hang on, what was that door? Was that on the 2-digit? This is it. 3061. Cool, got it. Got him! I may never get used to that. We seem to like it, though. Bye, motherfucker! Enjoy your time in the freezing...
This is residential. The archaic asks that viral biologists do not take their work home with them.
Now we can get in here. This is the infirmary. We're looking for an eyeball. I need an eyeball. Big crate packed with junk. Some kind of medical scanning device. Screen reads non-human sample, insert new sample, try again. That's cool. That's pretty neat. I like that. Screen reads subject critically ill, please contact medical staff. So we no longer count as human. Important detail, I think. I remember the last time I had some time to relax in front of a TV. Wristband with a small box eye. I wonder what use it could have. It's an emergency wristband. Sorry, is there a message here or something? Cryostasis uses apology. The cryostasis facility to save our installation line for cryogenic freezing severely injured personnel who may resist at a later date. Due to freezing, may not experience mild hallucination. Acceptable cause for use of cryostasis. Any overseer or elevated cast member is critically ill or injured. A lower cast member of the archaic holding vital information is critically ill or injured. Any patient infected with a non-Terra virus or bacteria, provided they have first been deemed non-contagious. Injured personnel with the following incurable ailments should enter stasis for later medical research. Cardiomyopathy, glaucoma, polio, diabetes, or halitosis. If you are injured and you have bad breath, you may be frozen for study later. Any elevated cast member deemed clinically dead should enter stasis for ceremonial purposes. Maintenance period for deceased users to be increased pending research benefits at Greenland site, making revival a potential solution. Access is strictly forbidden to all non-medical personnel. At the time, the archaic is unable to staff the facility 24 hours. Result, heart rate sensor wristbands have been issued to high-priority, high-risk personnel. Keep these wristbands with you at all times. Allow automated access to the facility in the event the wearer's heart rate indicates high probability of approaching death. Lower caste personnel are entitled to an opt-in, opt-out scheme where they may choose to sign a consent form where in the event of critical injury, they'll be entitled to at least partial cryostasis. Just the head. Just the dome. It's all we can afford. Budget cuts, you know how it is. Dirty medical cabinet. Locked. Looks like there's some interesting things in there, though. Hardly used or well cleaned. No expert. There's some strange spots on the spinal x-ray. Yeah, that's for sure. Alright, let's shove our brain face into this thing. Incoming video chat. Hi.
Christ, you look worse than the last time I saw you. Though maybe you're just at a higher resolution.
Aha!
Damn it. Note to self, never insult your last hope of survival. I just wanted to give you a word of advice. Those creepy artifacts, we don't know how they work. Or even what they do, I suppose. I saw someone get too close to one once. You probably don't want to know. I'm sure you'll be fine. Probably.
Lady, I've been licking every single one of these I
By
find.
the way, if you
Sometimes
happen
twice.
to find yourself in my neck of the woods, I'm kind of trapped. It's no big deal, really. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, no. That's hardly true. They're really completely harmless. Go on, it's just like wrapping yourself up in a warm blanket.
Files corrupt. Standard series chemical test. Subject primate, chimpanzee, temazepam. Results is expected. The subject displays symptoms of relaxation and lethargy. Lysergic acid diethylamide. Investigated previous work with felines. Chimpanzee shows no ability to cope with chemical stimulant. Viscae somnus. Following injection, the subject's heart rate slows to such a rate that for all intents and purposes, it appears dead. In truth, the heart rate is dropped to incredibly a safe level, and the subject recovers soon after. So this makes you appear dead. Tetrahydropijiba. This chemical is held to be entirely safe in moderation, produce a relaxation effect for the subject. It remains to be seen whether long-term exposure leads to mental health risks. Primate is worn out. Please consider this an official requisition order for the test subjects from the mainland. Life sleep. I like that. Okay, so I want to get in here. The door is securely locked. Door to a cryo chamber in infirmary is locked. So my thinking is,
Your mind space is
shut the
muddled
fuck
in
up.
a lime. See here,
Can we put the band
A
on the
is for
hand?
alliteration. B is for bohemian. C is for carcinogenic. So many long words taking up space in my new home.
So
Here,
unfortunately we have to put it on
Sunny
ourselves,
Villa
and
Spring
then
Cleaner.
we're gonna need to slow our heart down.
There. You didn't need the periodic table, did you?
I'm sorry, that looks like glass. Come here, handy piece of cement. There we go. Got some painkillers. We got some painkillers. We got some Viscae somnus. So I think I'm gonna stand here right in front of the door and inject this into myself. Not something one could just drink. It needs to be put in the bloodstream. It's not whatever. Fine, Jesus. Fill the syringe with the thing and injected myself. This is such a smart thing to do in a hostile environment. Blech.
Damn it! For a moment there, I really thought that might have been curtains.
Quaitons. Quaitons, you hear? Open. Open, goddamn your eyes. I need to stick the hand in there to make this happen. Okay. Batteries. What's this button? I don't know. Meter reads minus 200 degrees Celsius. It's cold even for this place. Wonder if there's anything there. Maybe I'm better off not knowing. Cryogenic freezer. Okay. They only got 3 of these damn things. Small cryo chamber. So, what are we gonna pop one of these? What does this switch do? Oh, it's some guy's head. Oh, well. He is really stuck to that. Guess it's all over for this guy at this point. I don't really care. Lol. Lamau. Alright, presumably we can get into the library now. Hopefully nobody else is wandering around in here.
How peculiar. I could have sworn we remembered there being a door here before. How queer. What's in that direction? Oh, silly old me. I haven't got any hands to point with, have I?
God damn it. This guy's a real piece of shit.
No, not that way. You sure you know where we're going? Didn't we pass the door just back there?
Dude, this used to be open. Oh my god. You little piece of...
You see? You silly Billy. It was here all along. Would you like Uncle Clarence to take the steering wheel for a while? You should see your face. This is actually gonna be fun. Perhaps I won't get you killed after all.
He mind whammied us, yeah. And that was one of the cool things about this game, is you actually have an antagonist in your head who can fuck with your perceptions. I think that's a really cool moment. I think that's a really cool moment where they're like, oh, where'd the thing you wanted go? Lol. That's up to me now. I haven't called anyone a silly Billy in a hot minute. Well, you're not a 1920s brain gangster, are you? I picked up some baggage on the way, but finally I was close to my goal. I was sure answers lay behind that door. They were answers I should have set out to find when I received my father's letter in 2000. Why did I wait a whole year to come here? Why did you come here at all, you moron? Physics and maths. Oh, these are drawers. Know some odd scribbling on it. I can't read it.
I can read this. Guess your old buddy Clarence comes through for you again, eh, monkey? Do you want to know what it says? Do ya? Do ya? I'll bet you do. I say, can you feel a draft?
Well, thumb linguistics books. Fortune and Glory. Oddly enough, it's a whole section of detective novels. De Vermis Mysteriis. They really got a bunch of strange books here.
You don't take the hint, do you? Why don't you set that investigative brain of yours
Nature.
to on for a change?
Okay.
How about a good read?
I found the secret door, so let's mash our face into this thing real quick. Secret door confirmed. It's like I'm safe when I'm inside them. It's like I've got nothing to lose, but Clarence, he's not in there with me. Oh, hello.
Oh my God! He's dead! Quick, if he hasn't started to smell, give him
Howard.
a kiss of life.
Father, I somehow knew it end this way. Why did I come here? Because we're a fucking moron, that's why. Oh my God. He's dead. He was dead all along. First I'm gonna loot your batteries. That's really why I came here. I just want more batteries. I want to collect every battery in the video game. I'm up to 18. Like, I am my own Amazon Essentials at this point. What happened to you anyway? Dad's looking a bit rough. It's a shame we can't physics him all over the place. Turngate Virus Ascension's conclusions. Since leaving the last bastion of humanity in this place behind, it has become clear that my faith was well placed. My conclusions were correct, as only that which has brought me this far. It has taken me some time to make my way through the infected area of the shelter, and with the observations I have made, my prior discovery seems all the more obvious and vital. The infected humans communicate with one another. Similar if simpler communication is observed in infected creatures of all species. At times, the infected seem to coordinate without clear line of sight, telepathy. Despite a catatonic appearance, the infected are quite capable of high-level brain functions. Their problem-solving abilities at times seem to far outstrip those of a healthy human being. When separated, the creatures lose this intelligence, indicating some form of communal or central intelligence. That might be one reason why Clarence is acting the way he is. Conclusion, the intelligence displayed is of such a level that we can only assume the communal mind is also rational. It is this conclusion that formed the backbone of my recent endeavors. Though the infected may wander around like mindless, for want of a better word, zombies, they are no more stupid than a worker bee. Automatons, yes, but far from stupid. Oh shit, Oz is in trouble. In short, I believe the central intelligence might somehow be communicated with, bargained with. Communication, however, is most likely impossible once infected, unless there was a way to subdue the infection for long enough to contact the hive. There must be a way to find peace.
Oh, diddums! Daddy popped his clogs. Bull bleeding who? Get on with it, will ya?
Good old Clarence. Good old piece of shit Clarence. Moving on. I barely even thought about my father's death. I guess I wasn't expecting to find him any other way. I was determined to complete his work, find an answer to the infection, and then contact the hive. Oh, good, we're in caves. What is your note? I have nothing to do. Howard's final words. Yeah. Alright, back to good old construction sites. It's old concrete pipe, probably used in the sewer. Somebody's ooming. I'm making a bunch of oom noises. A large wooden board. So I guess we gotta figure out how to physics our way up to the top of this place, huh? Oh, I see a switch there. Okay. Alright, I believe step one to be put a thingy here. Jump on the thingy, and then fail to get anywhere. Cool. Mission accomplished. Oh, this is actually movable. That's a big piece of wood, to be fair. And ta-da! Let me pick you up and then do like so. Oh yes, that's extremely stable. This is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. Fuck you. It is an electrically powered ladder. Neat. All right. Now we're here. I solved the puzzle. Oh! Holy shit!
Holy hell! I mean, good. Yeah, more monkeys for the incinerator. Shut up.
At least this isn't the instant death steam maze from the first game. Thrower's practically gone. Poor guy looks like a nasty death. Oh, okay. That was a pretty good jump scare. Can't reach the top plateau from here. I can get here. I'm just glad that rock didn't fall on me. Okay.
You know, it really is quite amazing. You monkeys and your problem solving. How do you manage it with such small, singular brains? Isn't it terribly quiet, not hearing the thoughts of every one of your brothers?
Did he just die? No. I think the ceiling collapsed and that stalactite fell. And I think the force of that, I think his dead body was up there or up here maybe. And the force of all that jostled him free and he fell down onto us. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. Any free batteries? 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 No. Video chat.
You came.
I did.
Guess I didn't really expect you to bother. My lab partner's such a pessimist. Was such a pessimist. It
He's
kinda
dead
rubbed
now.
off on me. He tried to make it through to me not too long ago. I guess he's a bit late for the party. You'll have to make a quick detour over the surface next.
Ooh.
But be careful. If the cold doesn't kill you, well, let's just say I didn't pick the safest of locales for my last-ditch survival attempt. Okay, good news. Good news. Oh yeah, I think I've got a cure. Well, it's not really what you'd call a cure, but it should be enough to help you. I don't think I'm infected. I was careful, but I guess if you come rescue me and I'm looking at you like you're a roast chicken, I got it wrong. Sorry, that probably wasn't funny, was it? No, I suppose not. Well, I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, cures, rescues, saving the world, also cliche, also ridiculous. Do you really think you're doing the right thing? Your morality is just a lasting stain left behind by religion.
I kind of like that line. Your morality is a lasting stain left behind by religion. I have a lot of thoughts about the emphasis on NPCs in this game. But I do like that everyone you do meet in this game is just different shades of unstable. Even Amabel, who's clearly meant to be a very sympathetic character, comes across as pretty off. And I think that aspect of it's really well done. A cure! I had my doubts by then, but I didn't have much choice. I resolved to find Amabel and put things right.
I'm not actually cold, you understand? I'm just trying to make you feel better. Huh. Very inefficient thing, your brain.
Not sure what use the spray can could be, but I'll keep it for now. Dark and sticky material. Do I have anything to light this with? Spray can with flammable content. I don't have anything. I need like matches or something. Completely frozen, jamming the mechanics. Okay. You think a flare will work? Worth a try, I suppose. Apparently not. There's already flammable stuff in the barrel. Maybe there's something out here somewhere. I'm gonna freeze unless if I... Ah, there's a path this way. And a path that way. Oh, I bet this collapses after I go across, right? Yep, there it goes. Look at that. Okay, I'm gonna redo this real quick.
Which arguably I am.
Oh shit, no, it auto-saved here. Fuck. Damn it.
Which arguably I am. I'd be asking
Yes, the Zippo lighter has fluid in it.
sort of voice. That bridge really collapse, or is my good friend Clarence just playing an hilarious jape?
And hilarious
The answer,
jape.
Monkey Man, is that I don't even know myself. One way to find out. Please, don't get us killed.
Clarence goes back and forth on whether or not he wants us to die or not. So I'm guessing the circumstances of our death is important. I'm guessing he wants us to die around other infected and not off in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry, why is this stuff here? The fire is actually healing me. I'm as fit as can be expected, which is really nice. Nice way to do this. Oh well. Whatever. Okay, there's nothing really very interesting down there. Him encouraging them to murder us does imply that, yeah. Yeah, it explains why. Oh shit! Hello. Explains why he didn't want the worm to kill us. He doesn't want the cold to kill us, but he does want his fellow zombies to kill us. So that all pretty well tracked. These flares last a really damn long time. All right. As fit as could be expected. Yeah, and he did say take you with me, didn't he? I'll never get the lever heated enough this way. I guess I have to combine these? Yeah. And use like a... Oh, okay, so we have a separate. Okay. Alright, we get bridge. Bridge get.
This charade, he's plastered all over your mind like a garish wallpaper. He wanted to die and we wouldn't let him. You know, he's kind of humming up the place, if you know what I mean. Weird smell. Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go give you a memory of him a good kicking.
So it seems like our buddy is also going back and rewriting our old memories. Piece of cloth might come in handy. What's going on out here? We need to melt this, I'm sure. How's that gonna work? Large pile of snow and ice, I won't be able to move by hand. Well, flamethrow it. My work where we can stand here for hours without freezing to death. Oh, I get it, okay. There we go. Perfect. By the way, night, I need to soak in something flammable. I have a flamethrower! Well, give me the cloth back, dickhead. Shit. Generator's most likely powers the bridge. Might have fuel in it. It's a cloth these days, jeez. Oh my god, I still have a bottle of medicinal alcohol. Holy shit. I had completely forgotten about that. That's honestly cool. I honestly really like that. There we go. Kind of annoying. I have 3 ways of making fire, but I need a specific 4th way for this puzzle. Yeah, I agree. And they could have done more to like get rid of your other tools before getting that. But I do love that an item that you got and used in like the first hour comes back to be useful in like the 3rd. Clarence is the type of guy who would say poggers.
Okay, so on the to-do list, find this damsel in distress, kill the bad guys, cure infection, save the world. Chances of success? Nil. Chances of survival? Well, you've got old Clarence on board. That should speak for itself. Chances of you buggering things up royally? Almost certain.
Alright, we got another puzzle hub. This place is huge. Welcome to the shelter. Alright, so we are currently in the foyer. Research facilities 2, exam is 3. Oh good, there's a kennel. That's great. I love kennels. Hey, he knows you. So it's a definite dead end. Yeah, this has been nice and bricked up. I also think it's interesting that we're on the surface now. Because I always felt like in Overture, we were just going deeper and deeper and deeper.
You know, you turning up here is probably the second best thing to happen to me since I've been down here.
She's in here.
I'm reserving first place for when we get out. So, I'm not big-headed enough to think you came all the way here just to rescue me. I wasn't lying, though. I think I've worked out how to disinfect you. But, you probably saw this coming. It's not quite as simple as all that. I had to engage the failsafe on the research rooms to seal myself in here. And that means we need a key card to get me out. One of the personnel, one of the infected ones, tried to get in with a card, but I don't know where it went. Look, I need you, and, well, if you do get me out, I'll give you the biggest hug of your life.
No.
Christ! Go here, go there, fetch this, run me a bath. Typical broad, atypical circumstances. You think fate has anything to do with this? Fate is merely the war cry of those too scared to think for themselves.
It is in fact huge. This place is pretty dark. That won't budge. Big old blot of blood. Big old dollop. Budge. This way was to, yeah, this way was the kennels.
The Archaic would never ask that employees work longer than the recommended 8-hour shift, but understands that enthusiasm for their work and dedication to the team may often motivate them to do so. Thank you for not letting us down.
Here, I can recharge this. Oh my god! It takes 2 batteries to power this thing back up. I think that fate is a Warcry quote. Question is, where does spooky ass go? Oh, he went right there, in fact. Let's go in here. It's really helpful that they wander around with flashlights. Strange notices strange chemical formulae, complex medical compounds is not one of my strong points, I'm afraid. On drawers down. Ooh, what's this? Nitrogen. Found a big old thing of nitrogen. Weather newspaper clippings from 1999. They're difficult to read, seem to be about some disease spreading around the local population. Old shelf is in bad shape, looks like it could collapse at any moment. I was gonna grab it and turn it over. Batteries. Replace the ones I just so foolishly used. Doesn't seem to work. Same. Turngit, these belong to them. I feel less here. I'm slipping. It is a year 2000. Calendar with the 3rd of March mark. Hello? Okay. Sorry, my cursor keeps escaping the surly bounds of this game. What's up, Slapmaster? You prefer Penumbra over Amnesia? I can actually kind of see that. I can kind of see that. They really do go for a different feel. Old round shelf, surprised holding up as well as it is. A quite ordinary and unimpressive landscape painting. Seems a bit out of place. Alright, well I found something. I don't think we're reusing this computer. Favorite part of the year 2000 sketch was they kept it up after 2000. Let's say someone wanted to make sure whatever was on the computer remained a mystery. Blocked from the other side. Does not. Great covering the ventilation shaft. Yeah, I figured that out. What is this? Old tanks of explosive shit. Just trying to get anyone to come in and cover the rest of his shift. Not doing so well at the moment. Okay. I can't tell if somebody's actually whispering in here or what. Blood all over the table. What happened here? Medical poster showing the anatomy of a dog. Various places have been circled and commented, but the text is too smeared to read. Storage for shit. Come on, open. All that effort wasted. Oh. Chlorine. Alright, I'm collecting chemicals. I don't even know why I'm collecting chemicals yet, but I am.
You know, all these drugs, there's bound to be a big old needle at the end of this. That'd be enough to put any man off. No shame in that. You don't want to catch anything. One virus is enough for anybody.
So these, okay, I was wrong. These guys aren't hanging dong. They've got a new umbilical cord for some reason. Anatomy of human, there are a lot of scribbles around the head area. The only thing readable is one saying probable entry point with an arrow pointing to the spine. Body's hooked up to that machine with a set of tubes. What kind of experiments were they doing in here? Mixture not complete, failed to inject sample. 3 reads awaiting substance and chemical compound insertion. There's a funnel for chemical deposit, simply put, a way to put stuff into the machine. So I need a formula first. But I guess this is where we're coming back to. These guys are super fucked up looking. These guys have a really great design. Alright, well, let's shove our face in this thing again. Oh, you're so used to it. You love it. You know you love it. Can't deny it. So I have nitrogen, chlorine, bromine, and acetone. Not sure what else I need, but... There's a fucker right here. Okay, skip that. Was a vitamin bottle on the right? Painkillers. They restore your health if you get hurt. Oh god, there's one coming this way. Oh god, okay. Nothing. Shit, he's after me. He's after me! Chad, it's scary! Chad, I'm so spooked! Might as well turn my flashlight on. I can't see what the fuck I'm doing. I'm sorry, this shit's really confusing. Where the fuck am I? Chemical laboratory is this way? Chemical laboratory is this way. Okay.
Oh, damn! There's a gas leak. Guess we won't be getting through today. Let's come back another lifetime, eh? Monkey?
Monkey? Emergency door, very sturdy. I have a feeling this door only opens if something is terribly wrong. Anything in here? No. Okay. Great, another lethal gas leak. Well, I guess I could save here. What's that orange glow? Light on the wall, I suppose. More and more debris is piling up as it slowly caves in. Things are taking me, they're taking me. They need me, they're beckoning me in. Alright, I do still have a gas mask. I wanted to save first in case it didn't work on this gas for whatever reason. Jot down note just in case. Door's locked good, could be the gas leak preventing safety from opening. Maybe it's just not open from here at all. Okay. Okay, so that's that. There's a remotely locked door in the chemical laboratory. Orange full screen go. Oh, the orange full screen glow means the game is auto-saving. We get that when we reach certain points and also when we touch these things. So yeah, it just means it's saving my progress. Okay. I think I would like to do a little bit of exploring down here. The only major location I haven't been to yet is the kennel. Broken glass holes, gunfire. I've never seen bullet holes before. So yeah, I've been to 3 and 5. Yeah. That won't budge. That won't budge. That won't budge. That won't budge. I guess I need to go to the kennels.
You do better stay put.
Great. Because I have a whole bunch of chemicals and I have a place to dump them, but I don't have a formula and I don't know how that relates to us getting the key card that we need to get Amabel out. Presumably where the dog slept is pretty filthy. Oh! Rotten food and smell of wet dogs, pretty obvious what it was used for. And the doggos are free. It stinks. It stinks! Our hero, Jay Sherman, everybody. What was that moving in the cage? Nothing was actually moving in the cage. I found a collectible in there. I'm not going that way. I'm going this way. I think I'm going this way. What? Oh, God. I'm gonna be so pissed if it didn't let me through. Huh?
Dark, isn't it? Echo! 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 Kinda empty.
Slap
Now
master.
this is what it's like to be me, buried deep within the cavernous expanse you call a mind. You see, this is what puts me in such a bad mood. We spend all this time messing about with door codes, levers, human appendages, and it turns out at the blink of an eye, I can just block it all out. Whoosh! Gone. Just you and me on some kind of messed up holiday. You think I can conjure up some margaritas? No? Shall we get the hell out of here then? Well, it's hardly better, but it is more interesting. Just.
What happened in here? Oh, that is super fucked up. Said to fix and field strip the biggest piece of shit handgun ever. I need this stream, man. Thank my pleasure, Slapmaster. This is not cool. Standard stuff, a couple of collars, a leash, and a water bowl. I don't think that's pretty standard stuff. Ooh. The last is appalling things. Then the claw and bite marks, I said another dog killed this one. Horrible. I think we may have a thing situation on our hands. Where there's something in here worse than the zombie dogs. Oh! Jesus fuck! No! No! Fuck, God damn it! Clarence, you piece of shit. Very bad doggo. Yeah, Major the Thing vibes? Yeah, totally. Almost seems like an animal did this, but there's no claw marks. This is probably Spooters. What is that smell? What a wonderful smell you've discovered. that's a goddamn puzzle, if I ever saw one. Batteries! Efficiency assessment is sanctioned by Elof Carpenter, elevated. Wilbur Frisk, Susanna, Greenland, February 20th, 2000. My assessment of Frisk begins today. I've taken up stations as personal assistant. My report will run for 6 months. Since taking over control of the facility from Bren Stafferson in 1980, Frisk has turned up precious few results, and I intend to discover why. March. Having observed Frisk for 2 weeks, it seems my earlier assumptions may have been quite incorrect. He displays passion, efficiency, and above all, commitment to the cause. His qualities are ably demonstrated by his recent discovery of what is being called the Turngut Tomb at the primary excavation. Can I just... I mean, they went ahead and called it, like, the Evil Spirit Tomb right from the get-go. Like, I feel like the writing was sort of on the wall with this one, and yet they forged ahead anyway. He has, of course, called for a full-scale investigation. April. Small-scale epidemic has resulted from the opening of the tomb. This will be a perfect opportunity to fully observe Frisk's ability to deal with high-pressure scenarios. May. The epidemic has developed beyond all control. There have been many casualties, and it's hard not to highlight Wilbur as the primary cause. June. Frisk has lost all control while a number of survivors have fled and all others have holed themselves up in the mess hall. Frisk has chosen to lock himself away in the kennels with the remaining dogs for protection. I have had no choice but to follow him here in order to complete my report. Stream freezing for you? OBS is clean on my end. It sounds like Bacon Copter's not seeing it, so hopefully there's nothing wrong with your setup, Slapmaster. September something. I've lost sense of time, but Frisk seems to almost be enjoying himself. He's become very close to the canine. Every day he leaves the compound to forage for food in the main base, which he then feeds the animals, despite a number of them being infected. October. Frisk has developed some strange symptoms. He's becoming sensitive to light. The slightest light scares him away. He's also displaying almost animalistic tendencies. He's been digging out some of the walls and hiding behind them. Further, I suspect he may be sneaking out of the facility at night, possibly even into the mines. Some of the dogs have turned up dead. Entry 8. I have been observing Frisk for some time now, and I believe I can conclude my report. Frisk displays outstanding efficiency, though I'm now forced to call his judgment into doubt. Despite plenty of rations remaining, I believe he may have begun eating the canine. Entry 9. When I woke this morning, there was a corpse lying on the floor beside me. I broke out the flashlight, fearful Frisk may have been savaged or taken his own life. As I did so, I could not help but see, at the corner of my vision, Frisk fleeing back into the shadows. The dead man was Dr. Roberts, a scientist I was sure had escaped into the mines at the first signs of the epidemic. He had bite marks in his side and looked to have been dragged in some way. In addition, his tongue was missing. I will continue to observe Frisk while taking additional security precautions. So, the tunnels weren't made by dogs. They weren't made by spooters or worms. They were made by Frisk, who was apparently turned into something completely new and different and exciting. And I guess that's Frisk that we're hearing. That's... They're part of the process. They're taking me, sealing me inside so that the virus can grow. They're partitioning my mind, putting me inside so that he can take over. They're imprisoning me. Oh, cool. So the save devices are fucking us over. Nothing in there. This has to be some kind of puzzle, right? What is it? Switchboard controlling electricity. So I guess I want to turn this off for some reason. Just making those noises sounds like something crawling inside the walls. What the fuck, man? Ah! What the fuck? Where is he? Is there a 0 save run bonus that keeps your mind sane if they warp you? Those total wall hacks. I want to look at him if I can. Let's see if I can just dash through here. Let's see what happens if I do that. Holy, what? Is he invisible? It scared me so bad I shit in your pants. Okay, what in the hell is going on here? Look up? Like, where the fuck is this guy? It's something to do with the hole. Oh god, what the? Just felt the weirdest. Oh god, I can't play this anymore tonight. I'm losing my mind here. What the fuck? I thought I felt something like some kind of like. I honestly thought I felt like breath on my neck. That was wait a minute. Maybe the light switch is a trap? I don't think so. I can hear electrical shit from somewhere else in the facility, and turning this off saved the game. And I do wonder. No, there's nothing. I thought maybe there was something I could put in front of the holes, but what if it's light? What if I just try sneaking through here without my light? Nah, that's not it either. Okay. So maybe I need something else before I do this. Maybe that's the trick. Maybe I can't do this yet. Oh my Jesus!
Blatant corpses! You lot must be programmed to just search out danger and throw yourselves head first at it. I'm starting to become seriously desensitized here.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so that's... I don't think it'd be wise to go in there yet. Okay, so this is the deal. This is the deal. Frisk will absolutely obliterate us. I like bleeding corpses, an exclamation. So, okay, so Frisk will destroy us if we don't do something about these holes first. Maybe that's what these barrels are for? Maybe I can block them in? Maybe my game can lose focus while I'm trying to do this shit? There's no way that's gonna work. What was back here? I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna try this. And if this doesn't work, I have another idea. The old Half-Life strategy? Yeah. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work. I feel like this is the kind of game where they would snap into position if that's what you were supposed to do. Yeah, I think we're toast. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try something else. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna call it a night and ruminate on this during the day tomorrow. Because it is getting to be about quitting time tonight. For a dead body item? Oh shit! I was gonna bring the dogs. But you can't bring the dogs. Because he was eating on the dogs. I can't open these either. Yeah, let me see if I can drag that dead body over here. You might like that. Wait. Wait. Big fucking heavy. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting some here. Big heavy crates. That's what I needed. Not these wimpy little barrels. Make sure I actually got them in position. Yeah. Yeah, this track's a little bit better. I am so stupid, chat. Dumbest motherfucker alive. Yeah. Yes. Simply, yes. Perfectly slides heavy crate along ground with no scraping. Look, this is the second game, okay? We've had a lot of practice with this. Really just jam that up in there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, perfect. Good. Good. All right. I got a good feeling, chat. I got a good feeling. Yeah, there we go. Fuck you, Frisk. Yep, no warning, no nothing. God damn it!
Blatant corpses.
Fuck!
You must be programmed to just search out danger and throw yourselves head first at it. I'm starting to become seriously desensitized here.
I knew you'd forget. I am so stupid, chat. Oh, shit. Oh, God, it sequences. That's what the clicking has been. Oh, no. Shit. Oh, this is fucked up. Oh, it's so fucked up. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Okay. Oh, shit. His body's covered with bite marks and scratches. Okay. And batteries. Is there anything else of interest in here?
Key cards. I hate key cards. Whatever happened to good old bolts and padlocks? That's what I want to know.
All right. Now we gotta get back. Bite marks of a guy trying barrels. I hate that I can hear him in the wall. Like, that is so fucked up. Yeah! Oh god, it's just a straight shot back. Oh, wait, kind of. Okay. Okay, there we go. Ah! I hate this place. I hate this place. Fuck it, we're leaving. Okay. Alright.
So, wanna let her rot a few more hours, make her really appreciate this daring rescue attempt? Or shall we go let her out now? Make the most of her while she's vulnerable? Huh? Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. Eh?
Okay, I think this is probably the right place to stop, because if we're gonna get her out of this lab, there's probably gonna be a big scene or exposition dump or something. There's also probably gonna be... Are you kidding me? One of those guys actually patrols this hallway. Yeah. So, and there's probably going to be... She's probably going to clue us into the whole thing with the... I bet the chemicals are for the cure. I bet we're going to have to combine them a specific way and test it on the body in there. So, let's do that tomorrow night. Because my nerves are pretty much shot at this point. I can only do so much each night. But we will come right back to this tomorrow night. And keep going. Hopefully wrap it up. I think we should be able to finish it tomorrow. I think I might peek at a walkthrough just to make sure we're actually on pace. But we'll finish this tomorrow night. On Friday night, we're doing a Just Chatting stream. I'm going to talk about our Spooktober plans. I am going to outline the results of the vote. I'm going to talk about community night. I'm going to talk about the schedule, all that stuff. I was going to clip the body drop just after I said chat my dad. Oh, loaded high. Oh, so sad. And then on Saturday, Spooktober begins for real, even though we basically started it tonight. And what a way to start it. This is good. I've been enjoying this quite a bit, so. Rightio, then. I'm sure I want to quit in the moment. Alright, gang. Let me find somebody to raid. I am going to go rest my nerves. Drink something nice and calming. Slip off to sleep. Hopefully a peaceful one. Let's go. Ooh. How's about... Happy we got to get some early spookums in. Me too. Me too. I'm really glad we didn't miss this one. I'm really glad I was able to sneak it in. We didn't have to wait until sometime in November or December to do it. No Draken, just a few quick hours before bed. I'm sorry, Bumfuzzle. I don't set out to disappoint, but when it comes to Draken, it's just the way it goes, isn't it? I'm gonna send you over to Blue Zest. Blue Zest is playing Grounded, which I'm rather interested in seeing how that goes. It does have giant spiders in it. I don't know if Blue Zest has turned those off or not. So if you have any sort of arachnophobia or don't like your creepy crawlies, feel free to sit this raid out. But yeah, I will send y'all over there. And with that, thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Thank you for coming out for Penumbra Black Plague. This is a really good follow-up to the previous game. I'm very glad that we're playing it. I'm very glad that you're enjoying it. Oh, was Barb doing this too? or something like it? Oh, okay. Wow. Huh, how about that? I must be onto something then. But yeah, thanks so much for coming out. Hopefully I will see you tomorrow night for the back half of this game, which I assume will have a lot more hilarious jump scares in it. But until then, as always, y'all take care. Bye, everybody.